I would like to welcome you to the mWalk channel. What I'm hoping for is a place that you can enhance the knowledge you already have, possibly learn some things you may not have known. Although my education was taught mostly by what I thought were unusual circumstances of life, my endeavor to learn has always been to seek answers to questions that seem to be unanswerable by man. Well, same questions you have about the world we live in, how things really work. Why do some people have all the luck? Or some people rich beyond measure? Why? When so many are poor. How do we affect positive change in our own life? There must be a better way. Paul says, let me show you a better way. And he does. Saint or sinner, we're all born with certain inherent gifts for survival. So the knowledge I'm going to share isn't just for people that believe. Everybody on this planet gets the same package deal. We all serve life on the planet. Trust me, you're going to be here until you die. Unless you're an astronaut, and then you'll wish you came back to die if you don't. But your life sentence includes both a hard shell to protect you and a conscious mind to direct you. So learning how to use natural abilities should give you the knowledge that can help direct your actions, move you in a more favorable place. So, learn how to better command the world you live in. That's the way to put it. Again, this is only some of what you'll learn on the channel. I'll be taking you on hopefully a learning endeavor where knowledge is important. Understanding it is even more important because you become responsible for how you use what you learn. I expect that some things may be different from what you currently think, but it can all be demonstrated as real. I will attempt to clear up some misconceptions people might have about some of the so-called realities in life. I don't know if I should use the quote marks or not. Show how to use inherent human ability to better create the world you live in. We all have certain abilities. That's kind of what we're going to share on this channel. And I'm going to add some tried and true fixes from some common ailments, from things that I've had to deal with. Off the wall, like plantar fasciitis, different things like that. Just old people things. And of course, the cat. The knowledge is going to be intense, but there's going to be a little foolishness, and the cat shows up. Now, I do have to put in a Christian disclaimer. All of the teachings are inspired work of the living God, Yodh He Waw He. All are invited to learn how to better navigate this planet. As elect to the harvest, I'm at liberty to share His knowledge with everyone, including those who do not yet believe, and some who may never believe. You have a choice. But what better way to have you experience and know the glory of Yodh He Waw He than to actually use what we have so we can see it. But beware, use of this knowledge becomes complete responsibility of the user, believer or non-believer. The same consequences apply. Basic disclaimer. As I am creating content according to the design of the Holy Ghost, following the Gospel of Paul, and I'll have segments on different things. My agenda is simple. Share what I have been taught. I do this as a joy and a glory unto Yodh He Waw He, with the blessings of my brother Christ and the guidance of the Holy Ghost. It is by his grace that I have learned to become elect. Now I seek to bring his grace and glory to others as I am instructed. To start, I've already provided a read-along for beginners and those who have not yet fully understood Paul's writings. I make it easy to understand. Paul's work wasn't actually all that complicated if you understand the circumstances of where he was. And basic Bible people can read that. I explained some of the things. This is a fundamental reading of Romans, the one that's already there, and Paul's other works, because Romans is the law. The letters following it explain the nuances of the rules that were given in Romans. I used the NIV, the New International Version. The biggest reason for that was if you're brand new to the Bible, the backwards speaking, backing your way into things, and NIV straighten it out a lot. It makes it more like for people in America. They did miss some nuances, but the basic story is there. I mean, it's basic, and then it gets complicated. But it starts in simplicity. Anyway, I've already got that up. I will be posting that under the harvest. And I'm going to be segmenting channels and areas and things that I'm doing. Try to make it easier to find what you're specifically looking for so you don't have to go through a lot of things you don't want to go through. Make it easy to learn. The rest of the segments of knowledge will be based on the teachings of the Apostle Paul. We'll go through each of Paul's works, chapter by chapter, verse by verse. Hopefully succeed in understanding what is being told to us. Now this is in addition to. There's going to be straightforward segments where I'm going to explain things. Now I will tie them biblically because they can be tied. I didn't know that when I learned them. Imagine that. But as I go through the King James Version, the regular Bible version, I'll point out the nuances, probably be inspired by the Holy Ghost to do segments. I did segments on the harvest. I will probably be redoing most of them. Once again, I appreciate you joining us. Keep in mind, this is evolving. As things are shared with me, I have to share them. It's hard to explain. Anyway, it should be fun. It should be enjoyable. And again, pick the place you want to go. Everything from Paul's writings in Romans to the rice diet, to plantar fasciitis, what's good for hair and skin. If I learn something, I try to share it. But the reality of why I'm here is to serve Yodh He Waw He, the living God. So anyway, pick a point. Feel free. Let's get started.